All right. So I'm just going to give you a little update on this channel. The reason I'm making this video today is you got to check out the video below. That's a little bit, it's just a short video. Oh, there's my phone. It's just a little short video, but gotta let you know out here that I'm out here looking for those people who kidnap my children, simply put. And this ain't no joke. You matter. They come in badges and child service welfare logos and labels and banners and stuff, but they don't protect the children as they kidnap my children and they murder them with pharmaceutical drugs. So I'm just giving you a little update out here. You got to check out the video below. I'm figuring this out. You got to check out the video below. I'm going to get some better equipment later in the future for this live stream. So I know this isn't a very good live stream right here because it's just off the little webcam on my little computer here, but it isn't very good, obviously. So what else? Gonna let that people know about. Here I am. Oh yeah, and this show you may see up in coming news, and even on this episode here, you may have some explicit language because I will not refuse to call the people what they are when they're behaving the way they are. But whenever I come on live stream, they all go running, scattering away because they're little chicken, little child. They just want to imitate and impersonate me, and then they want to fuck. See, I drop an F-bomb because it comes out so smoothly against those criminal, corrupt, Jewish domestic terrorists who hide behind badges and call themselves religion. They're not religion. I'll get into that later because I'll break out the Bible and start bringing, be like, oh, is he a preacher? Be like, no, I'm not a preacher, but, I did my studies like a theologian should have done because, a lot of these people ain't even theologians out here. And if they have the theologian, learn all that stuff in universities. And that's why I speak against the universities. If they have done all that learning and education in universities, why are they using it as a weapon against people? They're using it to try and entice people to sin, to make people to mess up and fall and stumble out here. It's like Jesus Christ didn't come out here to purposely make people to stumble. So you're trying to claim his name, Jesus Christ, but you're trying to be out here purposely making people stumble. There's something not right with you in your head, and you want to call me crazy just because I get out here and look like a fool for Jesus Christ because I don't care what I look like because you guys censor my stuff. You guys censor me in the courtrooms by denying my right to have a petition and motion out here. You guys censor me in the streets out here because if I try to go speaking against to people and doing what's right and saying what's right, you guys go slamming and busting me and illegally pulling me over and slamming and bust my face. You guys want to challenge me over some stupid petty stuff, telling me to come join you after I'm standing here against you. It's like, why do I join those same people who have kidnapped my children and who endorse this behavior and philosophy and don't want to stand up with Jesus Christ, but they're the first ones who call upon his name? What's wrong with this situation? I'm just saying, this is to let the channel know there's some stuff coming up in the future. When I already got my camera, and once I get a little hooked up and set up in my studio, I'll get my light set up so you have better lighting up around here and everything. So you'll be able to see me a little better because I know there's little shadows. This isn't that good. This isn't that good. But nonetheless, I'm going to do my best I can out here. That's why I stand here and I'm going to face them each day and every day. So I don't know what people are going to try to censor me. I bought me a little megaphone. So, if anyone wants to come join me out in the streets, I got a little megaphone. I'm going to be like, hey, everybody, you got to hear what my message say because I've been in this since 2010. That's over 15 years. You telling me I'm not patient? I've been perfectly patient. I submitted motions. I told them exactly what, this is the situation I'm in. And they want to sit there and tell me I'm the liar. It's like, man, how do you know about my life? No other person, this says that's biblical. No other person knows another person's man's life, but yet they want to act like they know everybody's life, like they're minors. No other people who actually behave like that? Seers, Babylon seers back in the day, acting like they know everything, telling everybody. And that's why they didn't like Daniel back in those times, because Daniel didn't put up with their shit, just like I'm not going to put up. I'm not going to put up with their shit. I've already said it, didn't I? So, oh, well, here we are, So you'll be getting some more of my rhymes later because I got a rhyme I've been memorizing in my head. So you'll get some of that later bit on this motion. Because if they're going to deny my motions in the courts, If they're going to deny motions in courts, there's got to be a court somewhere that accepts the people's motions, because they're definitely not the people if they're denying this person. So, what else? Is there anything else? Because this is all freestyle. This ain't nothing written down, script like they want to do, coming up with stuff. I haven't even dropped any memorized stuff yet on them. I'm just telling them the list of the stuff that I got against them and why I say, pay me my money, pay me my money. And I drop some other little slur bombs up in there against them when I'm speaking to them directly, because they deserve that. They're not going to get this, let me just talk to you kindly, nicely. Like I said, 15 years, I've been speaking to them kindly for 8 of those 15 years. I ignored them for the past 4 of those 15 years. No, 5 of those 15 years. And then I came up out of nowhere 2 years ago in 2023 at the beginning saying, yo, this is what I've been planning for. I just didn't have the right equipment. So, that took a little time, and that's taking a little time. So come here July. I forgot to tell you that at the very beginning. Come here July. I guess that's why you better watch the whole thing, because come here July, I'll be getting my own studio set up. I don't know if it'll be right at the beginning of July, but as soon as I get everything set up, I'll be dropping some good stuff for you. So you have some better live streaming, better all sorts of stuff out here. And like another thing, I know not many people's going to follow me, and I don't really care, because I'm not looking for everybody to follow me. This is for those people who aren't timid and aren't people who actually got heart out here still, because there ain't no one out here with heart these days. I'll be standing here. I'm a private person. I protect my locations and private stuff. So I don't like to tell the internet and tag everyone, say this is where I'm at, baby. But you can see in my titles where I'm speaking against. You can see those places. So when I put the locations down there and stuff like that, that's serious. Those are the people who I'm directly speaking to that owes my money, and I'm just looking for a little backup. And if no one wants to back up and have the heart, because like I said, I'll stand in the heartland and speak against Kansas, and this is the heartland, and I'm like, what's up, heartland? And no one's got no heart. I'm the only one with our heart out here. You know what? And I got scars to prove it on my chin from these. Let's not drop any more real cuss words right now, because there's a difference between cussing and cursing. I'll do a little both if I have to, because it says what you're supposed to do against those people, against that evil. You ain't supposed to sit there and be like, oh, let me powder your butt while you're treating me rough. No, you say, no, the line's drawn like Lord Jesus Christ did. And if you better be going down, you better be going down, for ready to give your life at that point, like Jesus Christ ready to give his life. That's why everyone's scared. They're like, oh man, we're going to have to murder this guy. That's the moment they start plotting against Jesus Christ, and we're going to murder this guy. They're not going to put up with that stuff. And that's when they start, yes. Nonetheless, if you ain't going to stand up for what you say, and you're going to sit there and deny my right while they murder my children, and not just my children, but millions of our children, because you're supporting to be their guinea pigs. There's nothing wrong with these kids out here, and they're just regular children grown. And just because they want to be labeled, you want to label and tag them and get a little paycheck in your pocket. You get a little bit extra money here given to you because you get that label down by the state category certified. I'm talking to you too. So this is stuff's coming up. It's not for the timid heart. It ain't for a parent who's ready to sell out the children like I've seen. Y'all are sacrificing your kids out here, and that's what I'm going to speak against you. You ain't gonna like me. I really don't care. So I'm not looking for followers. I'm looking for people with heart. I'm into Heartland, but none of you got heart. And that's some serious business. So if you like this, not even if you like this, like I said, I'm not out here looking for followers. But if you want to subscribe to my stuff, that'll be beneficial in the long run. I'm getting to be about 10 minutes now. I'm not trying to push this much longer than that, but I could go on and on about this stuff. But if you want to follow my stuff, then hit subscribe. But I'm not out here looking for followers. I'm looking at people to stand up with me. If I were to go out to the street with my megaphone, I'm going to be like, yo, 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 yo. Because that's where I'm going to be dropping my memorized scripts against them people. This is going to be trying, hey, yo, this is situation business. This is serious business. Who's with me? And because, there's a time coming. There's a separation happening right now, a verge, a chasm. But I'm going to get off here right now before I go into that topic. You have to, maybe someday I'll get set up and you subscribe. It's 10:01. I'll see y'all later.